What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, Curtis has had enough. Curtis is not playing no games with Cyrus or Jordan at this point. He basically put Cyrus on notice. He was like, I'm done with your shenanigans. We're going to play by my rules now. I like how assertive Curtis is. Like, he does not take no junk. He don't care who you are. He don't give a damn if your name is Jason Morgan, Sonny Corinto, Cyrus Renault. Curtis just don't care. He will step to you if he has to. He does not care. And that's the fun thing about Curtis, because he knows how dangerous Cyrus is. And yet he's not afraid to walk up in your face and tell you, like, we're playing my game now. I'm not playing yours. See, anybody else would have been scared to walk up to somebody like a Cyrus or a Sonny or a Jason and try to put their foot down. But Curtis is, he that dude. Like, he don't play no games. And you could tell, like, Cyrus was looking at Curtis, like, with a smirk on his face, like, am I supposed to be scared? Like, are you serious? Like, you know who I am? Do I need to remind you of who I am? Like, do I need to let you know who I am? That's how Cyrus was looking at Curtis. Like, you're a joke. That's kind of how he was looking at him. Like, he's just a fly that he just want to swat away. That's exactly how Cyrus was looking at him. But then, of course, Cyrus got on the phone, called Jordan over. Jordan comes over to his place, and he basically let her know that you need to get your husband under control, because if he steps in my face one more time, I'm going to get rid of him, basically. Because he was like, he's starting to become a thorn in my side, and I'm about to clip him. Like, so he had to let her know, like, get your husband in line, get him under control. But we all know Jordan, there's nothing Jordan can say or do that's going to get Curtis to fall in line and back down. We all know that. Curtis is not one to just fall in line. I honestly feel like Curtis has had enough. Like, we all know he's had enough with Cyrus, but I'm starting to feel like he's starting to get sick of Jordan too, where this situation is concerned. I think he's starting to have enough of her, like, get sick of her, because of the constant lies that she keeps telling, keeping him in the dark. And I think when he finds out that she's been having these secret phone calls with Taggart or whatever, it's going to send him into overboard. Because he asked her point blank, like, is there anything else I need to know that you're not telling me? And she basically said no. So when he finds out about more of your lies and your games, I think y'all might be getting a separation, maybe. I mean, I would hate to see it, but it's like, I wouldn't blame Curtis if he decided enough is enough and walked away from the woman. Like, I don't blame him. Because Jordan just got too much baggage going on right now. And when you got people around you who are capable of helping you with your problem, with your Cyrus problem, and you keep pushing them away, it ain't helping your marriage. Like, it's not helping your relationships. It's not helping your career. Legally, it's not helping you. Like, you're just falling deeper, deeper into the abyss. Pretty much. Even TJ was basically questioning Jordan as to why she would publicly be like, you know, publicly endorse Cyrus Renault. And Laura was on the phone with her, and Laura was not pleased about that press conference she did either. Laura was pissed about it. And when TJ was talking to Curtis and asking him about the situation with Cyrus and what's going on, like he's just asking him, like, what the hell is going on? Curtis didn't tell him nothing. He just walked away. What I don't understand is, why do Curtis and Jordan feel the need to keep TJ in the dark about what's going on with Cyrus? Like, TJ's not a child. He's a grown man now. You know what I mean? He's not a little kid. And I think them concealing this information from him is not good. Because I have a feeling that when the truth comes out, I think TJ's going to be pissed that he was kidnapped because of his mother, and they kept him in the dark about everything that's been going on. I wouldn't blame him if he was pissed off at Jordan or Curtis, because y'all just keep lying to him and not telling him what the hell is going on. And I kind of understand, because in their mind they think, oh, they're protecting him. You're really not, because you're doing more harm than good. And here go Lucy Coe. Lucy Coe bumps into Cyrus, and she, of course, hits him up for a donation to the nurse's ball, trying to see if he's willing to, you know, contribute to the ball or whatever. I said, Lucy just don't stop. She will hit up anybody with some money. Anybody with a little bit of money in their pocket, Lucy coming for you. When it's nurse's ball season, Lucy ain't playing no games. She be on that hunt. She be about her paper. She trying to make this nurse's ball happen. So anyway, moving on from that. Dolores comes up in there. She, basically telling Sam to get out of Jason's room until her colleague comes in and basically tells Dolores that she's no longer Sam's parole officer. So Valentine, once Sam signed those papers, Valentine came through and he held up his end of the bargain and got her a new parole officer, which he promised that would be more sympathetic to her situation and allow her to see Jason. I still feel like it was dumb of her to sign those papers. I feel like it was dumb of Sam to sign those papers, but at the same time, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like it was stupid from jump that she couldn't be around Jason. I mean, they share a child together. They have to be around each other. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. But the thing is, though, at least she did not sell her kids' ELQ shares. I will give her that. She signed away their proxies, which was stupid, but at least they still own them. You know what I'm saying? So they still have it. So of course, Sam was sitting there talking to Jason or whatever. Jason squeezed her hand and he opened up his eyes. His eyes started blinking, so Jason is awake. I wonder if he gonna wake up as Jason Morgan or Jason Q, because I know every time he get into these accidents, we be wondering like who he gonna wake up as. The current Jason or the old Jason, like which one we gonna get. I mean, I wouldn't really care which one we get, honestly, because I have a feeling that even if you get Jason Q, he's still gonna be, mixed with Jason Morgan. Basically kind of like a hybrid kind of situation, so I wouldn't be shocked. So anyway, moving on from that. Nell continues to rack up enemies. Like, now her own attorney, she's threatening and firing. She fired Martin because she wanted Martin to delay the court hearing or whatever. What good is that going to do you? The judge has already made his ruling, so delaying the hearing is not going to do anything. She talking about, delay it, tell him I'm sick or whatever. That's not going to change his ruling. Delaying the court hearing is not going to change the judge's opinion or whatever decision he made. His decision is already made, so it's not going to change nothing. And Martin told her, he was like, maybe I could talk to Michael, see if Michael's willing to do shared custody. She gonna get mad and fire Martin and threaten Martin, talking about, if I lose custody or whatever. Trying to basically threaten that man. Like, you are just racking up enemies at this point. Then talking about how she planning on leaving town or whatever. She needs the money to get far away. She told Martin that she had, after she fired him, she told about, I'm not paying your legal fees. Excuse you? You're not paying his legal fees. First of all, he can sue you for all the work that he's already done on your case. He can sue you for the legal fees. For every bit of work that he already did, all the billable hours, plus he already did his job in the courtroom. So you owe him money. He could file a lawsuit against you. He could put a lien on you. He could do whatever he want to get his money. Like, I wouldn't take that line down, because if you owe me some money, you must be out your mind if you think I ain't gonna collect. Nell really thinks she the shit. She thinks she really in charge of everything and everyone. She thinks she got everybody by the balls and there's nothing they can do. Like, you're bugging if that's what you're thinking. You are bugging, because you are dealing with some highly skilled, highly dangerous folks. And you think blackmailing them, you think that you hold all the cards because you're blackmailing or you're threatening? Like, these people haven't been blackmailed or threatened a time or two or 10? How many times has Julian been blackmailed and threatened? How many times Valentine been blackmailed? Come on now, these people are highly smart, skilled, and the funny thing is, Nell is getting away with things because they're letting her get away with it. That's what she needs to remember. You get away with what they allow you to get away with. So don't think that you're that smart. And that's her problem. She too arrogant and think that she gonna best them or whatever. And that's really not what it is. You're just getting away with what they're letting you because they got other priorities right now going on. Like Valentine, he's trying to get ELQ. So he's not too worried about your little idle ass threats or your blackmails. Whatever you want to do, he's not worried about that too much until you really start to prove to be a problem. Now, once you do that, he will get rid of you. Like, don't kid yourself. So it's time for her to get up in the courtroom. It's time for Michael and Willow to get up in there. The judge has made his decision, so we gonna see tomorrow who the judge gonna decide and who the judge gonna go with. So anyway, moving on from that, we get to the Quartermaine Mansion. It's time for the ELQ shareholders meeting. Ned is talking to Michael or whatever about everybody's stock or whatever, and Michael had every right to be pissed at Ned when he found out about this, person trying to do a hostile takeover of the company. I don't blame Michael for being pissed because Michael is still technically CEO. And you're the acting CEO, temporary. And you left him in the dark on all of this stuff that was going on. Now it's too late for him to even have a strategy to combat this. So now they're worried about, whose stock they got because Ned has his shares. He has Dylan shares. Michael has his. He has Jake's, thanks to Liz. So they feel like they're comfortable now. They're good. But what they don't know is Valentine, what they're about to find out is that Valentine done snatched up all the other shares. Because as soon as the doorbell ring, here come Valentine, letting them know, like, yeah, I bought out a lot of the shareholders. I used the intermediate or whatever to do it so that way your family didn't know who they were selling to. So at this point, he has Danny and Scout's proxies. He bought Maya's shares. He bought Sky's shares and her daughter Lila Ray. And he got Brooklyn shares. So right now, he owns 50% of the damn company. So now they both, it's a tiebreaker at this point. They need somebody to break the tie, which Lucy Coe is the tiebreaker because she still owns 1% of the damn company. We all know who Lucy gonna vote with. That's no shock. We all know who she gonna vote with. She gonna vote with Valentine because he is the financial backer to Deception. What I don't understand is why is Valentine not trying to give them the money or vote with them to secure funding for the hospital? Last time I checked, Valentine was still a board member of that hospital, so why would you not want to save it? Brooklyn is such a disappointment. Sky is a disappointment. Maya is definitely a disappointment. Why are y'all selling y'all ELQ shares? Like, for what? This is y'all family legacy, and y'all, this is the whole reason Edward, before he died, this is the whole reason he bought back a bunch of those shares, and he didn't leave Tracy any stock in the company because he knew Tracy was going to be selfish and not share the stock with the family. That's why he split it up the way that he did. But I feel like he was better off just giving majority of the company to Tracy in the first place, because look at the other family members. Oh yeah, and I forgot, Michael has Monica shares too, so he got her proxy too. My question is, who the hell got Jason's proxy? Because Jason is still a stockholder in that company too. I don't remember if they mentioned Jason or not, or his shares, but I would assume Michael must got control of those. I would assume. And what about Drew? What about his shares? Unless those went to his kids too, I'm assuming. Who knows? But Valentine got all the other shares, plus he got Nell's shares too, which is supposed to technically still be tied up in probate court, so I don't even know how he could acquire those. It's just a whole mess right about now. It's just a whole mess. But I just don't understand, like, why Valentine would vote against the helping the hospital. Like, I really just don't get it. But honestly, if I was Michael and I was Ned, when push come to shove and they eventually get the shares back from Valentine, because they're going to figure out a way. When they get the shares back from the company, if I were them, I wouldn't split those shares up again. I wouldn't give them shits to Brooklyn or Maya or Sky and her daughter. I would not. Nope. Because you already see what happened. Like, they were quick to sell them shares. Like, I don't give a damn if he blackmailed them, did whatever he had to do. Like, they were quick to give up those shares and not call y'all and forewarn you of what they did. So for me, I would never redistribute those shares again. I would keep them for my damn self. That's the only way to secure that the company is going to be in your hands. That's the only way to make sure of that. To hell with that. I wouldn't dare. What else? They better figure out something. Michael and Ned better figure out something quick, fast, and in a hurry, because this is going to be just a mess. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode of GH. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought. I will see y'all all later. Have a good night. Peace.